bring my own. He keeps it in his pocket, yes. He has, but you need to get your own personalized one.
No, I'm using
Mine has
yours.
my name on it.
I'll still use yours.
No,
Yes.
no,
Sharing is caring.
no, no.
Wait,
Yes. The ones that are saying on the internet, parents over there, yes. Very important people on the other side of them. Yes.
I don't know who.
Technically my family,
I
yes.
know both. But she got the hair from her mom.
I'd say look this over so you know, like, some things to say. It kind of helps. It's hard when they ask questions or not respond, though. Wait, really? You don't think this? I think it is. That's crazy.
Well, first of all, thanks for being here and just giving God glory for number 21 today. I couldn't be more proud of our players. I just thought they were really special today. Other than that second quarter, the first and the third were probably as good as we can play offensively. And I thought Rory was really, really good in those quarters. I thought we got away from what we wanted to do in the second quarter. And that's kind of why we struggle a little bit. But, you have a plus 26 in rebounding. We defensively, field goal percentage defense was 26 and 28 from three. And just really obviously pleased with our free throw shooting, which has been a little bit of an Achilles most of the year. But I thought we were really locked in. This team kind of surprises me every now and then still, Cedric. They shouldn't, but they do. And but the last 2 days, from a defensive standpoint, I thought we were really good in practice. And then even this morning in shoot around, I kind of wanted to get us out of there. We even cut it short and let them shoot a little bit because I thought they were really playing hard and really kind of locked in. And Coach Lovato's had 2 really good scouts on this team, so we kind of knew everything they were going to do and how they were going to do it. And I felt like our kids were really comfortable the second time through. So Rory going 10 for 12 from the free throw line. I like that a lot. Yeah. And Shaylee going 7 for 7. So I thought, again, when you play that team, and I think they're really, really good. I think we played really well, and obviously it wasn't their best day, but I think our kids had something to do with it. I think you have to give our kids credit for that. And, we've been on that side. The life on the road is sometimes not very kind. And I thought our crowd was great today. We had 6,000 again, and I know that they appreciated our kids and how hard they played. It's been a special weekend for us with our alumni here, our former players here. We had a great event last night, got a chance for these kids to kind of see the past and understand what the heritage is here, the tradition is here, and all the great players that have been before them. And so it was really good. And I really appreciate those folks coming in. And we had more here today that didn't come in last night. So 32 paint points, that's good for us. And 2 quarters of 25 points. I thought we executed. I thought Shaylee made some shots when we executed some half-court stuff, and it always helps. I tell you what was really good today is our out-of-bounds execution. I thought we were really special there. We maybe as good as we've been all year. We got some good looks and really executed well there. And Hattie had 10 and 9 at halftime. I mean, that's a full game for a lot of people. And she had 10 and 9, ends up with 12 and 11. And, just, again, I thought she cleaned up a lot of our mess early. We missed a bunch of shots, and she was there to clean them up and put them back in and kind of got us going. And, Gaston, she's getting everybody's attention now. And so Hattie taking up the slack, going 6 for 8. And Taylor coming off the bench going 3 for 4. She had a really good second rotation. Her first rotation wasn't that good, but her second one was really good. So it's a great win for us, and it's officially Texas OU week for us. And so we'll get ready. This is our first week of having a bye. This is I don't understand it. I don't know how you can make a team go. What is today? The 19th, 18th. Go that long and not give them a bye. Like, there's got to be a better way to do this, just for the safety of the kids. We've got to be the last team in the league to be having a bye week. So we took advantage last week and had a couple of days off. Shaylee, you want to take tomorrow? Okay. Yeah. We'll probably take tomorrow off since Shaylee wants to take the day off. So we don't play till.
Yeah, what she said.
Yeah. Wish I was young again. I'm not sure I've ever had a day off, but it's okay. We'll get ready, and we've got some time to kind of rest up. We're really thin, obviously, especially at guard. Thought our guards were just really good today. Thought they were really played. We still got too many turnovers, but it wasn't by our guards for the most part. It was our bigs. So we'll get ready. Obviously, got a big one on Saturday at 1:00 in Norman. So. We'll be ready.
Please raise your hand if you have a question. We'll bring around the microphones and start the second.
Hey, Vic, you guys played great in the first quarter, and the level came down in the second. I noticed you didn't come out for the half until like 90 seconds left. Was that an extended conversation in the locker room after the drop-off in level in the second quarter?
No, I don't think. I think we were talking about a lot of different things. We were trying to make some adjustments offensively and just trying to get back to what we were doing. But it wasn't. I was really fired up about how we had played, and my notes at halftime were not very much negative, other than we just got away from some things in that second quarter, and we're shooting a bunch of jump shots. And I mean, that's really all you can say about it. I had said it enough, so we moved on, and we talked about. I thought we had done a good job defensively. We had a 9-point second quarter defensively, which is great. I thought our ball screen defense was way better than it's been. And we had forced 8 turnovers, and they only had 3 offensive boards. They got 10 for the game, but only 6 were live ball. So they got 3 more in the second half. So that's pretty good. And we had 3 charges at halftime. So I was pretty excited about how hard we were playing. I was just a little bit disappointed in some other things. But, I mean, we'd already talked about that, and I was ready to move on. We were 2 for 14 in the second quarter, and most of them were, jump shots. So it's fine. And I think our kids, I thought they were great. The third quarter, Rory ran our team to perfection. We come out and run one of our motion offenses. We get her a great clean look, and she knocks it down. I mean, you always look better when they make a shot. It always looks good. And Shaylee made a shot there off circle motion, and we just kind of took off from there.
Rory, Shaylee makes that 3, and then the next 3 or 4 possessions, you go right to the hole. It was like you were trying to get better shots because you guys did settle in the second quarter. How important was that to get to the paint and make them defend you inside?
In transitions, like it's one of our better offenses here. Just attacking, not necessarily like just attack to finish, but attacking to draw the defense, and that leaves people open like Shaylee to knock down shots for like Shay and Jock. But I was making my free throws, so I thought, okay, if I could keep attacking, get to the line like he's been asking of me for this whole season, and to actually make them this time, that was one of my goals too. Yeah.
Coach, really quickly, just talk about controlling the paint and the glass. I mean, I feel like that was key for y'all early on, and that's why y'all jumped out to an early lead.
Well, yeah, Hattie, like I said, she was kind of our forgiveness player. You know, we missed some shots and she cleaned it up early and often, and it really helped us. I think we jumped out 11-2, and I don't know how many first shots we made, but I think Shaylee made one, and I'm not sure about the next one. You know, she was kind of our vacuum cleaner down there and just cleaning it up and did a great job to kind of get us off to a really good start. So you're right. Plus 26 rebounding, you're doing something now. You're not standing around hoping it comes to you. And so I was proud of them for that. We had 20 offensive boards, and again, you're working really hard when you get those. So proud of our bigs. You know, I thought again, Deanna had 9 rebounds, and Hattie gets 11. Taylor comes off. Rory had 6. And so Taylor comes off and gets 6. Amina had 4. So we had a lot of people actively involved in rebounding.
Shaylee, Coach mentioned that you were pretty locked in from the beginning. The whole team was. How soon do you know that, you kind of got it this game, if that makes any sense? Like, is that first quarter? I know you scored, 15 of the first 17 or something like that. But how soon do you know, all right, we're locked in?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it all starts with our preparation and practice. And then just once we, come to the game, we're confident in ourselves that we're going to play our best and we're going to execute the game plan. And I feel like we did that pretty well. Obviously, there's things that we still need to work on. But I think that we executed the plan pretty well.
And Coach, you I know that this is a big game in a week, right? But how do you manage the probably higher intensity level of the next excitement of the next week with your first bye and kind of wanting to recharge in a way?
Well, like Shaylee said, I mean, these kids have played, Shaylee and Rory especially, have played a lot of minutes. And so I don't think having tomorrow off and me maybe looking at another day where we might not go the regular like we normally do. I just think I have to be smart also. We've got 4 guards to play 3 positions right now. And so until we get Sonya back, that's kind of where we're at. And I thought Jacqueline did a great job coming off the bench tonight. So, and I can see her teammates excited when they see when she's doing well, and that's a great kid. I mean, somebody that works really hard, and so yeah, I just have to manage. I think it's great. It really kind of works out in the end because we have been on a roll. What are we, 12-3 in the league? Yeah, so I mean it probably comes at a good time for us. I don't really like the last week and this week deal where we played Monday, but again, they got some good rest, and I thought they looked pretty fresh tonight. I feel pretty fresh. So they'll probably tell me in the locker room they need to have another 2-day, deal. But, I thought they looked good tonight. So, hey, I started the game in 3 defense, which is our half court. I look out there in the first possession, we're in the press. So they obviously felt way different than I thought they did.
It's a habit.
Yeah.
Hattie, what worked for you today? Was there anything different, or you were just making shots?
I'm sorry, can you repeat please?
Yeah. What worked for you today? Was there anything different, or were you just making shots and just felt good?
I was just being aggressive on the board and, yeah.
For Rory and Shaylee, being around these alumni, Coach Conrad's been around. How cool was that this weekend, and how gratifying was it to put on a show in front of some of the old school players?
We had our little dinner last night, and I was really open to hearing like all the stories and the advice they had, and everybody had such good things to say, not only about the basketball program and like the years that they played here, but just they everyone's doing something that they love after. Like they continued to be in sports. If not, they were doing something along the lines of just being that leader or coach or and all of them kind of had some or like a doctor or a nurse. I thought those were impressive, of course, but I mean, I was very grateful that they came down and that this is a tradition here at Texas. So
I'll just add on to that. They also just went through the line of like talking about something they remembered from playing, and it wasn't just like basketball. It was things they were doing with their teammates or outside of basketball, and so I feel like that's also really important. And I think that's something I'm gonna miss too. Is having those connections with my teammates and having fun outside of basketball too.
Vic, I know this bye comes at a good time because your guard's playing a lot of minutes. What's the update on Sonya, and also will Kendall Hunter be back?
Yeah, Sonia's day to day. I mean, she's made some improvement in no to the second question, but Sonia's made some big strides, but she hasn't practiced. So I'm not sure what that's going to look like. This week, but I think we've got a good rotation going right now. Their chemistry's getting better and better. I think kids are playing with a lot of confidence. Shay and Jock are playing good, and so we'll go to Norman with what we got, and I know our kids will be excited to do it. It's an early game, but it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. I think the the hard part, we can't get in there on Friday because they've got a gymnastics match, and so we can't get in there to do our normal ritual of shooting. So we'll have to make an adjustment on Saturday and do what we've done. I mean, it happens sometimes. We've had to deal with it this year, so I'll get them focused on that because Rory's already moaning up here because it's important. We make time to do those things and because we feel like it's important. So we'll adjust and that's kind of part of being on the road. So, but we'll have a way to deal with that as well. It's not a crutch. It's just the way it is.
Where do you go? Do you go to like a high school gym or?
No, we'll practice here Friday. We normally practice here, and then on the night before a game, we'll eat dinner. We'll land, eat dinner, and then we usually go in the gym and shoot for about 40, 45 minutes. Just real laid back. We're all in just shorts and T-shirts. It's no big deal. But we're just getting up a lot of shots, getting a feel for the gym. And when you can't do that, then it really puts a premium on your time in there for your shoot around the day of the game. And so I have to change the way I do things because for these kids, I need them to get shots, So we'll have a really good prep day Friday, and then that way Saturday we can spend a lot of time, shooting and getting a feel for the gym. So.
Anyone else?
Shaylee, you went from your last game scoring 3 points to this one being the highest scorer with 18 points. What changed for you?
Probably just my mentality. I had a chip on my shoulder. I knew that I didn't show up for the team that game, and I needed to contribute a little bit more. So, just the confidence and mentality coming into this game is what I changed.
One for Coach Vic. What was your plan going into this game, or I guess all of you, and how did you execute it well? I know you said in the second quarter it didn't go well, but in the first quarter?
I thought our kids did a great job of executing the script. We had several plays that we had scripted, and I thought we got really good looks at all those, and I thought we executed them really well. And, they're a really good guard-oriented team, not taking anything away from their inside players because they all can play. But Smith and Quinterly are monsters, and you can throw Jayla in there with them. I coached Jayla for a year at Mississippi State, and those three guards are a load. I mean, they're really good, and veterans, old, I know Quinterly's a sophomore, but still plays like a veteran, and Smith and Jayla have been around a long time, and they're winners. And so for us, I say this all the time, you win with guard play. When you don't get good guard play, it's hard to win. You can have all the size in the world, but if you don't have good guard play, it's a struggle. And so I thought our guard play tonight really took that to heart and played well. So, again, I think they're really good. I think we played really good, and a lot to do with maybe some of their struggles tonight. And, they're coming off a great win on the road at Kansas without two starters. Kansas was a really hard place to play. We had all we wanted there. So, and their coach is doing a great job. So, but I'm proud of our kids. I'm really proud of them. They played really well, and we didn't play very well the other night. And it just 4 games in 8 days. I got all the excuses, but nobody really cares, So you got to find a way. And so we got through it. We're 3-1 without Sonia's led us in scoring most of the year. If she's not our leading scorer, she's like .2 behind in second. So we've managed to get through it 3-1 so far, and I think we've showed tonight we're playing pretty well. We had really good chemistry defensively, I thought. So proud of our kids and appreciate all our fans showing up tonight. Made for a great environment for these young ladies, and I think they had fun, and I think it was fun to watch them. I enjoyed coaching them. I can tell you they were fun to watch tonight. They played really hard.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, praise the Lord and hook 'em horns.
Thank you.